Greetings, and welcome to a Commander Legends Dungeons & Dragons Battle for Baldur's Gate pre-release kit box opening case thing. Man, there's a lot of words.
That is a lot of words. Welcome to Wasteland, by the way, where we are an active game store trying to bring some entertainment to everybody.
Yeah, and this set looks pretty cool. So
Alright.
We're going to open this up. The kit is interesting. If you haven't pre-released already, get on that, because it's pretty sweet.
You get some tabs.
Shield tokens.
Yep. That's a new mechanic.
Yeah.
No, that came out last set.
It did, but, relatively new, because these sets are coming out, almost simultaneously.
Rapid succession. I can't even keep track of it sometimes. I'm a huge D&D nerd, and I'm pretty big fan of the set. So, before we open anything, What is our competition going to be? What are we each trying to pull the most of?
So the big one currently, as I understand it, is the Copper Dragon, as you might have imagined.
So the Copper Dragon is, I think, one of the priciest cards in the set, but I actually don't think it's the strongest of the Ancient Dragons. I think the White Dragon is not getting the attention it deserves.
That's fair. Well, if we come across one, we can take a look.
Yeah. So let's say whoever pulls the most ancient dragons, because there's other dragons in the set, wins the competition.
All right. Ancient dragons.
And the token of the set is Boo.
Yes. All right. So those are the things we're keeping track of. As you might imagine, the kit, contains your basic little flavor bits here about upper city, lower city, outer city, Baldur's Gate, and just some general guidelines of building deck. So we looked at that once. We won't do that anymore. There's arena codes. We'll see what we're doing with those later.
All right.
And then you got your 3-packs, your promo, and your card divider. So we'll kind of roll through the rest of these relatively quickly. Trying out a different screen format here, so we'll see how that goes. So yeah.
All right. Well, let's do it. This is
promos first.
Promos first. I don't like to save the best for last.
Sorry. They are trying out a low plastic content here with the paper packaging. So there's a
Pulled a Mythic promo.
That's pretty good.
And it's one of my new favorite vehicles. We're gonna need to put this one. Oh, you pulled a good promo too.
Yeah, he's not bad. Let's take a look here. It's gonna be Jan Jansen. The names in this set are just real good.
Yeah, they're all Dungeons and Dragons characters from books and stuff.
Some of them they made up for this set.
Did
they? Yeah. There's like a handful, I think.
I bet you will see them in books to come.
That's possible. And then, this thing here, the
so this thing is
Nautiloid ship.
This thing is nuts. This thing gives creature stealing out of graveyards to any color.
Nice.
Like, so good.
And crew 3 for a 5/5. That's
And crew 3 for a 5/5. And the cost is only 4.
Yeah. Also in this one we have the Take the Initiative, which lets you delve into the Undercity specifically, and then it works kind of like the Monarch, where once it's in the game, and then different people can gain it and take it based on combat damage and do stuff. It's pretty sweet.
All right, what's our color order going to be?
Well, we're just gonna do rares here, and then I guess like artifact, white, blue, black, red, green, multicolor. But we'll see how it goes.
Cool.
See what we got space for.
But I really love this vehicle. I think it's going to see a lot of play.
All right, it's not a boo. Put the tokens down here.
I got another. I'm not going to show mine. It wasn't good.
Artifact. Blue.
Land.
Land. For here for now. White, blue, black.
What are we doing?
White. Green.
Green.
Red.
Now, we're gonna assume that most people have read a lot of spoilers, so we're only gonna show everyone the highlighted like.
I'll
super cool cards,
I'll mention like cards that I think are cool or whatever, but like command towers are common in this, so
yeah.
Get your command towers. There's actually a few like uncommons worth mentioning.
So this is a reprint, but a great reprint. This Hoarding Ogre.
Oh, well, because there's a fair amount of dice rolling in this.
So dice rolling and treasure. Oh man, look at this cute little elephant.
Nice. There's a background. Backgrounds are good in this.
Yeah.
I got a Tomb of Horrors Adventurer. If anyone's ever played that campaign, Tomb of Horrors is pretty good. And this is one of the cards that gives you initiative. And whenever you cast your second spell each turn, copy it. If you've completed a dungeon, copy that spell twice instead.
So I just I didn't see this card before. Arena's Vile Duplication.
Nice.
This is crazy. I kind of amazed that this is only an uncommon. Oh, you pulled one too.
I did.
Like right next to each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except the token has flying and isn't legendary. 4 mana.
That's crazy. Oh, Ancient Bronze Dragon. Ding, ding, ding. That's one for me.
Okay. So I got a Swiftfoot Boots.
I'm going to put this Ancient Bronze Dragon this way, but we should show it off first.
We should.
And I got it in the altar.
Nice. Not foil, but it's pretty good.
We'll take it.
So this will be your pile. This will be my pile.
And we're only doing the dragons in these piles.
Correct.
Is that not the dragon I thought it was?
What do you mean?
Oh, I was thinking, is that the one that pulls things out of graveyard, or what's that dragon do?
Oh, so 7/7 for 7 with flying. Whenever Ancient Bronze Dragon deals combat damage to a player, roll a d20. When you do, put X/1/1 counters on each of up to 2 target creatures, where X is the result.
I thought that was a different dragon, and that's pretty cool. The issue is there's a lot of variance.
Yeah, it turns out rolling dice is not the most consistent thing.
Well, if you're rolling d6s, you can be fairly consistent with it, but we're talking 20s. I'm still think that blue copy card is nuts.
It's pretty good. Colossal Baldur.
A little baby dragon over here.
They added more gates, so you get your gate deck on.
Yeah. I think my one disappointment in this set, because we got to talk about the positives and negatives, and it was the same disappointment in the last Dungeons & Dragons set. I wanted more party mechanic.
The decks have that.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those come out as of recording this video today.
Fireball!
Fireball! You got a foil gate.
Nice. I also wanted to see a couple more dungeons. We got one more. I would have liked to see more.
Well, no. This dungeon, I don't think you can go into when you go into a dungeon.
You can't enter this.
Yeah, unless you venture into Undercity. I'll have to check the rules on that one, but because I think this one is specific to the initiative. So I got 2 rares in mine. Zevlor, who is a Grixis commander. Legendary Tiefling warrior. 4/2 with haste. Pay 2, tap it. When you next cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a single opponent or a single permanent an opponent controls this turn, for each other opponent, choose that player or a permanent they control, copy that spell, and the copy targets the chosen player or permanent.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Especially when you're like, blow up your thing. And your thing and your thing.
Right. So I found a deck challenge card for you.
And then Sculpted Sunburst was my other one here.
All right.
Made it.
So I don't know if anyone knows that's watching, but Tim likes to cook. So this is your deck challenge.
Oh, Master Chef. This is a common.
I don't care. It's still your deck challenge, man. And then I got the Under Mountain Adventurer, which goes and takes you into the Undercity and taps for 2 mana, and if you completed a dungeon, taps for 6. That's kind of cool.
Pretty interesting.
What are we doing with tokens?
The cool ones I put down here.
That's a cool one.
Skeletons?
Yeah. Think we'll ever do enough to make a skeleton tribal deck again?
Well, there's only one Lord.
There's a couple, but not a lot. Gate.
Lightning Bolt. Reprinted in common.
Yep. Not a common though. In case you haven't noticed, we've opened several packs and we've pulled one.
Where?
With Lightning Bolt?
Pretty good.
I think like if I was a god, that's how I would murder people constantly.
With lightning bolts.
Yes.
You're a god now. Alright. Do I have the ability to cast lightning bolts? Yeah. Oh, alright, good.
Oh, there's a...
An uncommon gate.
I love this art. I want this in full art. But it's a common, so I'll probably never get it. The patron of the arts. You got a dragonborn in a floofy dress. I love it. I love that card. My girlfriend will love that card too. She'll never play, but I've been thinking about making her like a deck of like just floofy dresses, stuff like that.
Gotcha. Let's see. I got Gale's Redirection as my rare. Just 5 mana. Exile target spell, then roll a d20 and add that spell's mana value. If you get a result of 1 to 14, you may cast the exiled card for as long as it remains exiled, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast the spell. 15 or more, and you may cast the exiled card without paying its mana cost for as long as it remains exiled. That's a pretty good like casual commander counterspell.
I got an anomaly.
Especially since it can counter things that can't be countered.
Yeah. So we're in draft boosters, not set boosters.
Correct.
3 rares.
It's pretty good.
3 rares in a draft booster.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
more rares than I had uncommons.
Yeah.
I got this. Draw a card, then exile a card from your hand and put a number of time counters on equal mana value. Okay, so this dude suspends people, and then I got a shameless charlatan.
Shameless.
So this guy's suspending people. Dude, this is a deck concept right here.
Yeah.
So this guy's suspending your cards, and then he could go and...
He's got great artwork, too.
Yeah, that guy. And then he could go and become copies of other people with that background. Oh, can he be...
No,
he
doesn't have to choose a background.
Okay, so you do have to choose a background with some of these people.
Yeah.
Never creature in the battlefield. If it was cast, exile it, then return all of the permanents exiled with mirror life tapping to the battlefield under their owner's control. So
I like this card.
Yeah.
Again, more of a casual card, I think. But it does things. Like how they lost their shoe because they were pulled in so quickly.
Yeah. But 3 rares in a draft booster, guys. Like,
yeah, I can't keep track of how they orient these things. My next promo is Ascend from Avernus.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
After you go and fight Zariel, you get to come back?
Yeah, and when you do, it's 3 X and white. For a sorcery, return all creature and planeswalker cards with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Exile Ascend from Avernus. So this is the better version of the black modal dual face card dude, what's the name of that dumb card?
I don't know.
But it's the land that enters untapped and you can take 3 damage. Otherwise, it enters tapped, and then the other side is X black. Return creatures with CMC up to that number, but only 1 of each, right? So you can use 0, 1, 2, 3, assuming you paid 3. But yeah, this one is just return all creature and planeswalker cards, mana value X. Pretty good.
This card ain't too bad either. Exile target creature, put X +1/+1 counters on a commander creature card that you control, where X is the power of the card exiled that way. So you have an instant speed exile removal that also buffs your commander. Like,
Interesting.
and how much is it? 3?
4.
4? I'm playing it. I don't know about you.
So this was a $7 common.
Yeah?
So that's a good reprint. Deadly Dispute.
That's a great removal card.
Also, uncommons down here.
Oh, sorry.
What's your deal?
Like, I'm upside down, man.
It's okay.
I just did it the whole battle.
Upside down and inside out.
Gonna show all you folks what it's
Wafer.
all about.
Wafer's Bobble is a good one.
They reprint Nature's Lord.
That's a pretty staple card. I like the art. It's
Yeah.
holding a lightning storm in their hands.
Like,
Noble's Purse. Sometimes you gotta take some of those. Adventuring is expensive.
I think they're like, so this guy gets bigger when there's tokens entering the battlefield, and like treasure. Oh god, it is.
All right. Well, I didn't get an Elder Dragon, but I did get an Elemental Dragon, the Earthquake Dragon.
He's pretty cool. I'll count. Is he rare or is he?
It's a rare.
No, we're not counting. Oh, best card in the set. Faceless One.
That card's so
The
bad.
card is nuts, right? Now we can do Faceless One. What was the one from the last one? What was he called? Oh, that one has to have a background.
Yeah.
Giant.
All right. I did just chuck it off screen, but it's one of those cards. Although we do have to save them for when we do drafts, because you don't have to draft that card. You are just entitled to up to 2 copies of it, in case you didn't draft a legendary creature or the right colors or something.
Big Stompy Green.
All the diamonds are in this set, so charcoal diamond, moss diamond, things like that.
Where's our multicolored card?
We don't have one yet because I have yet to open a multicolored card that isn't
Rare. I just did. Now we got this Shadow Archdruid lady. Whenever she attacks, it gains Death Touch until the end of the turn, and you mill 2 cards. Once during each of your turns, you may play a land or cast a permanent spell for amongst the cards in your graveyard that were that were put there from your library this turn. Does that seem like Gitrog's buddy? Like, we're both fans of the Gitrog monster, and I feel like that's maybe not in a competitive Gitrog deck, but like
Definitely in a casual one.
and maybe in a competitive one. And then there's this cute little owlbear cub. Everyone gets to look at that little one until we get something better to put there. Look how cute that
I
is.
just got 2 rares in mine. So I got Will, Blade of Frontiers, and Displacer Kitten. Which Displacer Kitten is from the Wild Beyond the Witchlight, which is a campaign that I'm currently running.
Should someone make a deck of like baby versions of all the animals?
Heavy Animal deck.
Baby animal deck? Think they'll ever come out with a baby shark?
Do.
I think once they get rights to it, it'll happen. There's a lot of Myriad in the set, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, makes tokens triggers on attacks. Everybody gets the same thing, or gets attacked by the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, it is definitely.
See, I did not imagine the decanter of endless water looking like this, but now I do.
Oh, it's just a fish, like,
Yeah,
just going at it.
that's pretty good.
Legendary human warrior. I feel like.
Prophetic prism is a fucking. Oh, he's just using it as a thing. I thought it was an eye, replacing his eye. So, did you get another deadly dispute?
I got this guy though. Oh, he's in uncommon.
We haven't gotten to common legends yet. I don't think.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I don't know how I feel about uncommon legendaries. You know, Ward pay 9 life.
Okay.
9 fingers keen.
Nice.
4/4 menace. It's 3 colors, so.
Foil arcane signet.
Oh man, I was hoping to open one of those at some point.
And it's an uncommon. And the Horn of Valhalla.
Whenever 9 fingers keen deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 9 cards of the library. You may put a gate card from amongst them on the battlefield. If you do, or if you control 9 or more gate cards, put the rest in your hand. Oh, so if you have 9 more gate cards, you just get 9 of their cards. Otherwise, put the rest on the bottom of your library. That's all right. That's
a lot of things.
Oh man, gate decks, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this isn't. So I didn't get an ancient dragon, but I got Baldur, who seems.
Yeah, he does things.
Seems pretty good if you want to go fight all of your opponents at once. So the thing is, like, a lot of these cards are not going to make you friends at a commander table. Like,
they are powerful though.
Yeah.
Also, I appreciate that he is not legendary.
Is Baldur? Oh yeah, that's just a Baldur demon.
Correct. Also, lightning bolt.
You're pulling all the lightning bolts, man. Universal Solvent. Never expecting to print that again.
Yeah, I don't really understand.
I weirdly used to put those in my black decks before black had Feed the Swarm.
That's true, I guess.
Oh, Tiamat's Fanatics, which
Campfire.
It's just a solid card, like haste and myriad. Yeah. Casting cost isn't too bad. Like I think it. Like
Here's a regular version of that guy from earlier. Orlando the Seer.
The version again. That guy looks like so happy in this other version.
Ooh, Tavern Brawler. That's a fun background. Baldur's Gate. Got
man.
there. Sorry, people. Video's over.
It would be kind of funny if we
roll credits.
It would be funny if we actually just stated a card that, like, once we find it, that's when the video ends.
That's fun. Yeah, that's a rare gate.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got a foil special frame. It's just an uncommon, but it looks pretty good.
Moen Mystic Trickster. He's okay. I'm not gonna bother. Flaming Fist, however.
Got there.
You got Boo?
Got a Boo.
Into your dragon pile. He counts.
Counts as dragon.
He counts, man. We picked one token, right? This Flaming Fist is pretty nuts. It's not like a rare or anything, but it's dude, you pull this and the right people in the draft and like
yeah.
Get ready to just off everyone.
Ooh, Must Diamond.
Call to the Void.
An awful lot of campfires uncommon for some reason. There's an awful lot of artifacts in the beginning of these packs, it seems.
I really don't like things that are each player chooses in secret. But we got this one where each player chooses a.
Yeah, it's just logistically complicated.
Yeah, never have liked it.
Taunting Kobold. Kobolds are just asking for an ass weapon, right?
Did you see kobolds in the Monsters of the Multiverse?
I did not. Dude, this is such a creepy looking Zeppelin. I don't know
Yeah.
if you've seen it, but
Yeah, I have. Yeah, no, kobolds and monsters in the multiverse have gotten legit, man.
another owlbear cub. We'll put that on there because it's a cutie pie.
Baby animal deck.
And foil manifold key, which is kind of cool.
I got excited looking through this rice paper. I don't know if it's actually rice paper, but someone eat it and find out.
It should be rice paper.
I got Descent into Avernus.
Ooh, the opposite of the ascent into Avernus.
At the beginning of your upkeep, put 2 descent counters on Descent into Avernus. Then each player creates X treasure tokens, and Descent into Avernus deals X damage to each player, where X is the number of descent counters on Descent into Avernus. You know what I think would have made this card better?
Being good?
Well, like, I have a place for it, but that's fine. I think it should have been each player takes damage for every treasure they control.
Sure.
I think that is.
How much loot you carrying? Get right.
I think that's where we need to go with treasure at this point. It needs to just be like, oh, you got treasure? Ugh. Well, you may die for it. Alt-Art Lightning Bolt.
Nice. We'll show that one. That's pretty good. Get bolted. Also, I got a Lantern of Revealing, which is funny because I have this in a campaign currently.
Sweet. Hack Attack is, I think, just a good card. I think.
Have you played Band Together though?
What's that one do?
So it's a 3 mana instant. Up to 2 target creatures you control each deal damage equal to their creatures to their power to another target creature. So 2 of your dudes just punch some guy in the face.
That's pretty cool.
Also, it has him throwing blue on it.
Yeah.
I got a double rare and a knight, tiefling knight, but doesn't have the type tiefling. But let's see here. We got a foil Dynair, Invoker Adept. It's pretty good. Cares about activating abilities and such. It's kind of works like is it 1,000-Year Elixir? Where you can activate abilities as though they had haste?
Maybe.
Then also got the Robe of the Archmagi.
Hopefully that's dope.
Whenever a quick creature deals combat damage to a player, draw that many cards. If you put it on a shaman, warlock, or wizard, it costs 1 to equip.
I got an uncommon legendary red dwarf. Let me think about this because I'm a little torn. 3/3 with haste, choose a background, which is a thing, but I think it would be more likely in my 99. When it attacks, you may discard your hand and draw a card for each player being attacked. Does it just seem like it should be in like a goblin deck? Like just to refill your hand after spinning it out? Like, I think it's okay. I don't think it's fantastic, but I think it's an interesting card for red.
It's fair. Maybe. How do you feel about Raised by Giants?
I've not seen it.
So it's 6 mana for a background. However, commander creatures you own have base power and toughness 10/10 and are giants in addition to their other types.
That's kind of cool. Yes. Wait. So commander creatures you control are 10/10.
Commander creatures you own.
Owner 10/10.
So there's a drawback. If people take your thing, it's still a 10/10.
God, when I remake Grung the Lonely King, that's going in the 99, right?
Sure.
Furbarg Flutist. It is it takes someone's creature card until the end of the turn, and and then give it back. But it's a Furbolg Flutist. I don't think I wouldn't want to get that in my rare slot. I think I wouldn't mind getting it in my uncommon. I think that's like the first rare I've seen that like I was like that I'd be like, oh, I wish that was an uncommon.
Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna start with my promo pack this time.
I gotta catch up, man. I'm not gonna kit behind you, so.
This is the Thirst again.
The Thirst.
Asterion's Thirst. So we've seen that one.
Great Sword of Tyr. Great Sword of Tyr isn't bad. I kind of dig it. It's a common. I'm sure people will come across it.
Nice. Sky Diamond. Another gate.
We're not getting a lot of ancient dragons.
I know, but all the more reason to set them as the goal, right? I mean, if they're just popping up left, right, and center, then kind of.
Faces one. Bam.
Fuck that card.
Card fight.
Another murder. Stone Speaker Crystal. All right.
I guess I put this down here.
Crystal Dragon. That's like a dragon.
Yeah, there's a lot of dragons. Maybe we should have done a thing where we pulled all the dragons.
There's a pack for you.
Wow.
Also, sweet copy token. We'll start with the best thing first.
Dude, that's my new favorite copy token.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But foil charcoal diamond. It's not the showcase art, but you know we'll do what we can. Ravenloft Adventurer. It's pretty good. Human Rogue Assassin. Deals with the initiative. Noble Heritage, which is one of the better looking backgrounds, I think.
I got a Kindred Discovery.
Oh, that's pretty good. And the last guy was the Duke.
All right, the Duke. Look at that guy.
Yeah.
Would you fight that guy if you did?
A real big hammer.
I think I get a Jeep with a gun on the back and a buddy.
Oh, okay. Out of universe. Yeah.
Well, because that guy looks like he's striding through battle, and he has not even pulled his weapon. But yeah, what's your thought of this Kindred card? That it's buried. I think it costs one too much, and or should be an uncommon. I really wanted to like it. I stared at it for a second, hoping that I liked it.
Liked it less the more I looked at it?
Well, because I play allies, and I have Call to Kindred in my deck, and I was hoping it would be like...
As busted as that?
I don't think Call to Kindred's busted.
I mean, it's real good.
I think it's okay.
Clockwork Fox. I'm gonna put that on the camera for Fox fans. There's only one that I know of, but they probably don't watch the channel because they don't like engaging with society.
So this guy's got to go on the camera. His power is cool, right? When he attacks, you double the power of each dragon you control. But I don't even care. Look at that guy.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Like,
you just got a butcher's cleaver.
Yep.
He means business.
Lizelle.
Although he doesn't take very good care of it, it's got like nicks in the blade. You don't want nicks in your blade.
I've been like on a kick of like, you don't need to win every game, but you need to be happy with your deck, and pictures like that, man, just make me happy. Yeah. Lizelle, something's champion when you put one of the counters on a creature, Planeswalker.
Hey, I got the same guy.
Or on yourself. Ugh. You put that many +1. This is actually pretty good.
This is the regular art of the guy we just built.
Oh,
it's pretty good.
So I'm gonna make a small creature legendary mono white deck based around the dog.
You know, white weenies.
Yeah. Well, like, and that's gonna go on it because it's gonna be based around that dog, and because I already run the dog and the horse from changing that deck.
Gotcha.
I would just want a white weenie dog and pony show.
Gotcha.
Switch your library for X basic land cards, where X is the number of creatures attacking you. What? That's 5. Prevent all damage, but then go get like a crap ton of land.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gabos. Thank you. Ooh,
And
a sweet looking soul.
Have you seen this Hate Bear?
No. What is it?
Archivist of Agma. 2 mana 2/2, as you might imagine, with flash, and whenever an opponent searches their library, you gain a life and draw a card.
I have seen that.
That's just good, right?
That's a white value engine.
Yeah.
Like
we were complaining for the longest time how white doesn't draw cards.
Oh,
and,
dude! In these last few sets,
now white draws cards.
I think white is.
And I really like the way white is drawing cards.
Yeah.
Like, hey, are you doing stuff? Listen, I'm gonna draw cards to keep up with you.
Blue's all like, I want to do stuff. White's like, yeah, it's cool, man.
Yeah.
You do stuff.
Yeah, and I'll do stuff too.
Oh, I got this.
Keep things fair and balanced.
I got this as my promo card. Raphael, Fiendish Savior. Your devils, imps, and tieflings get +1/+1 lifelink. We have a devil, imps, and tieflings lord. At the beginning of each of your end steps, if a creature you control we put in the graveyard from anywhere, create a 1/1 devil. Like, why didn't they just? Well, I guess they didn't make this Tybalt because he's not in the D&D universe.
Correct.
Yet.
We haven't actually crossed over yet.
We're there. Like
it's real close. Like, we've mentioned Magic locations in D&D, and we've mentioned D&D locations in Magic, but we haven't actually had any of the characters crossover.
Well, at least not on the Sword Coast. Because in the D&D universe, you can teleport in and out of places. Right. And there's all these Magic Gathering campaign settings, so I think Magic is crossover harder than into the D&D universe than vice versa.
Yeah.
But I don't think it counts until somebody winds up on the Sword Coast.
Sure.
Which Planeswalker do you want to see be the first to wind up on the Sword Coast?
Well, I did like Party Jace when he ended up on the Ixalan coast with his memory lost and much cooler.
I did like that as well because Nicol Bull is
but then how are you going to put him in the Monster Man?
This is a dope card. I opened 3 set booster boxes.
Yeah.
I got 6 Elementers, which is a Mythic, and 1 Monster Man.
Nice.
So rarity, man. Like,
Does
rarity matter? Is rarity a thing? What do we like?
It's allegedly a thing. Also, I opened that kit a little prematurely. I saw one more pack up, but whatever.
You saw me catch up, and you were like, "No,
Gotta be cheating."
But yeah, no. So what does everybody else want to be the first Planeswalker to wind up on the Sword Coast? Because right now, like, there is Dungeons and Dragons that isn't on the Sword Coast, right?
But
the Sword Coast is what we can.
Technically, yeah.
But like Torkoal is what we consider Dungeons and Dragons at the moment.
Well, and is it more likely that is what happens, or is it more likely that Eliwick ends up in Magic? Right?
Like in the Magic storyline?
Yeah.
So like as soon as they go and like,
because she seems like she has planeswalking abilities in the story, because she just like poofs in and out of places.
When she's a Planeswalker
not in D&D though.
Right, but in the Magic Gathering cards, she's a Planeswalker.
Correct.
So maybe she's a Planeswalker. Maybe that's how they transfer it, which I guess would be Far Wanderer, the background.
Right. Well, and all you need is plane shift. You have to have been there, right?
You have to have a tuning fork.
Right. So someone had to have gone there first, right?
Yeah, I gotta take a second to read this Ravenloft Adventure because I didn't see it.
Okay, that's good. I'm gonna show people this mythic.
Take the initiative.
It's called Majestic Genesis.
Oh, that's sweet.
6 green.
Hey, there's a goat.
For a sorcery, reveal the top X cards of your library, where X is the greatest mana value of a commander you own on the battlefield or in the command zone, and you may put any number of permanent cards from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order, which behooves you to have this be the only not permanent in your deck.
Right. All right. So this Ravenloft Adventurer is pretty cool. It's a black card that's going to fight against all the decks that want grave recursion, because when your creatures die, they're exiled.
Right.
And then when you complete a dungeon, he just hammers everybody for every card that's been exiled that way. That's kind of cool.
So this is a reprint, which is interesting. And it's not particularly good, although as far as 3-mana counter spells are concerned, counter target spells, controller draws a card, and you draw a card.
Oh, yeah.
But Dream Fracture, it just looks good, is why I'm.
Oh yeah.
It up.
Let me see it. I love good looking cards. I don't play blue though enough.
That's fair.
I realized so I've been collecting like good blue cards because I'm like,
I also got the goggles in there.
Yeah. I'm like, one day would be good. One day I'll be good and play blue. Wayfarer's Bubble. That's a great reprint. Like.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. It's definitely a staple card.
Yeah. I didn't think it was going to get reprinted in the common slot because wasn't like $3 not too long ago because it just hasn't been printed enough.
Oh, it was an interesting thing where somebody of us mentioned that they put it in like all of their decks, and then they were like publishing deck lists that had it in basically everything, and so people just started buying it, and yeah, it was a little low on supply, so it went up in value. Speaking of going down in value, Blade of Selves.
Yeah, great card though. I think
it was $20 or north of $20. Now it is not, but that's because it only got printed that one time.
It's still $6 in a set that just came out, and I think it's going to stay there.
It's all right.
I think it's going to stay there.
The only downside is it doesn't play well with legendaries,
which is
funny. Unless you're playing Mirror Box or some other thing that doesn't care about the legendary rule.
Or Xander from the last set.
Oh yeah, sure. Oh no, he died. Great.
3 times. All of you sacrifice half your permanents.
Good stuff.
This dude turns people into bears.
He also enters the balance. There's 2 of his things.
Yeah, somebody was actually asking me about their Xander deck online today, and I didn't mention Blade of Selves. I'm probably going to have to go back and do that and make their playgroup hate them more.
Right, because that's what you want in life.
Well, all these dudes on the internet, they're like, hey, how do I make my playgroup hate me more?
What's interesting is that Xander is too good for casual, not good enough for competitive.
Yeah, but that's where I consider there's like this weird high power thing where you're only playing like 7s and 8s, and everybody knows, and that's where all the salt is, right?
Right.
4/4 Dragon. This token has not been printed in a while.
Oh, that's true. It's not super common.
And then there's this dude who trampled Myriad plus X+0, where X is the number of lands defending player controls. Red now says F off green. This is like the new. Yeah.
I got Wind Shaper. Planetar? How would you say that?
Planetar.
Planetar?
It is the.
What's a planetar?
It is the highest power Deva or angel that you can encounter in the standard monster.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he used to be the thing that can kill the Tarask if you just start comparing monsters. Oh.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, well, so like...
Because you can look upon the Tarask also.
Right. So in 2nd edition, he used to cast the Wish spell and have all the goods to beat the Tarask.
Well, you did need the Wish spell to beat the Tarask.
Yeah. When I first started playing D&D, we used to play in the library in my junior high. Let's not do the math and realize I was playing in 2nd edition in the library in my junior high. We don't need the math there, right? But
another deadly dispute.
We had another deadly dispute. But so
Mindstone's good.
So we were like, oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna play D&D with just monsters, and
another artisan's there.
Yeah, and it always wound up like everyone against the. You got 2 boos?
2 boos!
You're beating my ancient dragon because you got 2 boos? Oh, man. I really think we're low on ancient dragons though right now. Though,
that's correct.
How many mythics have we pulled? I've only pulled.
I opened 1 at least.
I've opened 2 with this ancient dragon. So I think we're actually. I think all the good. Did all the good ones get pulled during our pre-release event? Oh,
during the events.
Speaking of Mythics, Storm King's Thunder.
Oh, nice.
This is a Tim card. This is a U card. This needs to go in your
The 5-color deck.
your 5-color Storm with spells 7 mana or over.
Yeah.
Which if you guys don't think is a thing,
It's totally a thing. It's a Joda deck, so clear.
yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of mana to copy things. But turns out when you're already copying things, casting a thing that copies things and copying it. Look, there's a lot of dice being used, and it's not for tracking mana.
Like, I don't even know that makes it for sale. I think that goes straight to Joda. If you guys watch our YouTube, you'll see a game where Joda almost beats me to death with his fist.
He's just punching you in the sky.
Right, because like,
doing
and
nothing else.
I was rooting for him, you know, like I actually, so I like building decks that like try to win, but I secretly just want someone to like just put me down, but I can't let it happen, right?
I mean, it's just not the same. Man.
Hey, Storm King's Thunder.
Oh, promo version.
Promo version.
It is shiny. Take a look at that. So much shiny.
Yeah. That's where I've found myself in Magic as of late. Like, I don't really want to win, but I'm never going to just like roll over.
That's actually a number of my like high-powered decks. Is I'm going to try to do a thing. Can you stop me?
Yeah, and I'm rooting for you, right? Like, dude, especially like if I win too many games in a row, I really rooting for other people. And
I just start helping people. Like, listen, you should probably get rid of this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, is it bad? Yeah, it's real bad.
I got another faceless dude. I didn't even
okay.
flash it to the screen.
That's fair. Oh, I got a John. His name is John. I got a John Irenicus. The Shattered One. Legendary Elf Wizard, 3/3 for 2 blue black. At the beginning of your end step, target opponent gains control of up to 1 target creature you control. Put 2 1/1 counters on it and tap it. It's goaded for the rest of the game, and it gains this creature can't be sacrificed. Whenever a creature you own but don't control attacks, you draw a card.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you just give them stuff like
Ooh.
demons and stuff that like deal them damage.
Look at the foil on this diamond.
That's pretty good. Although the alt art foils are really where you want to be on those. Another Robe of the Archmage. But yeah, there's a guy that built this
Is
deck
Robe of the
already.
Archmage not mythic?
No.
Why is that not mythic? It's a legendary magical item.
Also, it's Magi?
It's
Not the Archmage?
It's Magi. It's another word for mage.
I know, but just
But
feels so weird to say.
I'm winning in the amount of mythics I'm pulling, right? Because I just pulled this pack weapon, which is nuts.
Pack weapons.
You don't lose when you die, when you go to 0. And then on top of that, you draw cards, you get buffed. It's a packed weapon.
It's a discard outlet as long as you have 2 creatures.
Yeah, that's a good pack weapon. Oh, I got the non-alt art Goggles of Night, which are just so much cooler than the alt art.
Oh yeah, let's take a look at that. The dude is intense.
Or dropping a deuce.
Or both of those.
Intensely dropping a deuce?
Yeah. Another fancy lightning bolt.
Is that someone we know?
No. There's no quote on it either. So. Oh, I really like the art of this card as well. The dude, he's just happy to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, listen, I'm guarding this spot, and I'm just having a good time. I haven't encountered these much. What are these called? The duodrones?
Yeah, they actually work for the this like divine thing that's just a cog, and they want order in the universe. Nice. Now.
So are they lawful good or
lawful?
They're just
like when you hit them.
Yeah.
So it used to be they were there was a pyramid one then a cube, then one that was 2. They were dice.
Got it.
And every time you killed one, it went to the next lower dice until it was gone.
Oh, nice.
I got this red mana rock that if you spin it on a dragon, the dragon's haste. It costs 3, but that's...
I mean, in your dragon deck.
Ugh.
Pretty good. I'd like the new art for Burnished Heart.
I didn't see it.
It's it also goes in the baby creature deck.
That does. That does go in baby creature deck. Dude, this is just
also
like...
Reflecting Pool took a pretty solid price hit as well. It used to be north of 20. Now I think it's like 10, which is fine still. Like $10 lands are the thing.
I'm happy with this set. I know I bought a case of the last one. I only bought 3 boxes of this one. But let's just face it. I'm probably buying...
Well, it is a little bit more, right?
Yeah, but like... I've heard some trash talk about this set, and I just don't think it's warranted at all.
Well, it's weird, right? Because the first set, Commander Legends, didn't have set boosters, right?
Yeah.
Ergo didn't have list cards. And it seems like they've put a lot of the value of the set in the list cards. Man, we were getting there on this old baby...
The baby animal?
Yeah,
baby
another Albor cub.
We got a Caves of Chaos adventure. So the adventurers are the ones that take the initiative.
They do, yes.
So like maybe a 5-color adventurer deck. I should I not just keep thinking about making more 5-color decks?
Probably.
So you exile the top card of your library with this one. If you've completed a dungeon, you may play that card without paying its mana cost.
So what's interesting is these things work with the other dungeons.
Yeah, this dude's dope.
But they operate within their own dungeon. But if you're playing it in a dungeon delving deck and you're going into other dungeons and stuff, it works just as well.
So...
Ooh, I have not seen this one as not a buy a box promo yet.
So here's the thing about the Undercity. If you read it, you can't enter the dungeon, but if you delve, you can continue delving through it.
Again, we're going to have to check out the specific
rules on that?
of it, but I think that might be the case.
Feels like the case.
So I've only seen this as the buy a box promo so far, but...
I've seen a couple of them.
Elder Brain is a card.
I want that art in full. Like the buy box one looks good. I until I saw that one, I like that one.
Yeah, it's just doing Elder Brain things.
You meet in a tavern.
Is this the question? Is this better than the expensive card I have in Ishin? Because this one is a 6/6 for 7 with Menace, and whenever it attacks a player, exile all cards from that player's hand. Then they draw that many cards. You may play lands and cast spells from among the exiled cards for as long as they remain exiled. If you cast a spell this way, you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color. So with Ishin, it happens twice.
Yes.
So I exile all cards from their hand. Then they draw that many cards. Then I exile all those cards. Then they draw that many cards.
I don't even care about Ishin. You know what? I've been on this Omen Machine kick.
Okay.
And I just want to put that in a deck with Omen Machine.
So just exile their hand and then don't draw any cards?
They don't draw any cards. It's just a jerk move.
Little.
What?
Little.
Hey. Oh, Fireball. Which I think I've been putting in the comments a lot. Not gonna lie.
You must have been putting comments in uncommon.
Is that common? Sorry, it shined at me funny.
It does shine. Alright, some Universal Salt. Like, again, just all the artifacts are fine.
Well, yeah. Oh, I've caught up with the booze. Ancient Silver Dragon. I've caught up with the booze.
You keep opening Elder Dragon.
I think I've opened more mythics. I've got you like dead to rights and mythics right now, but You've got me dead rights in boos though. I haven't opened a single boo token.
I also have a fireball. Stone skin, which is kind of funny. Sword Coast Sailor as a background. That's pretty good.
Yeah, you can get passage on any ship.
Nice. Mighty Servant of Leuco?
I have no clue who that guy is.
So this is a 6/6 for 3 vehicle with trample and ward discard a card. And whenever it becomes crewed for the first time each turn, if it was crewed by exactly 2 creatures, it gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw 2 cards.
That's pretty good.
Man, you should put that in Magda.
I don't draw cards in Magda.
Yeah. It says if.
Oh, okay. That's correct. I'm just worried I'll draw a card.
Just crew it with 3 guys. It's fine.
Intellect Devourer.
I also really like the way this card looks.
I like the way this foil this foil Intellect Devourer looks. Devour Intellect. When Intellect Devourer enters the battlefield, each opponent exiles a card from their hand, and until Intellect Devourer leaves play, then body deep. So it really does everything an Intellect Devourer does.
It's good.
You may play lands and cast spells from amongst the exiled. Those exiled with Intellect Devourer. If you cast a spell this way, you may spend mana as though it were any color. That's pretty solid.
That's actually going to go in the. It gives me challenges, by the way. That needs to go in my other challenge deck. To play other people's stuff.
Oh, for what's your face?
Yeah. Pilgrim's Eye. I like the art on this one. It's just a Thopter, but it's like a weird dude cruising around.
Nice. I love Pilgrim's Eye. I was excited to see it when I was
Deadly
drafting.
Dispute.
We're gonna have a guest open a pack real quick because he's here and
Basis one? Trash.
he brought us breakfast, so he at least gets to open 1 pack. And
So, what do you think about that? They're not doing breakfast.
What time is it?
no.
Oh yeah, you missed it by an hour.
Yeah, I didn't realize it stopped.
So
Lemonade.
so we're running on gamer time, and the rest of the world isn't.
Yeah. Because according to them, breakfast ends at 10:30 or whatever.
Well, that's why you can never find eggs, right?
That is correct.
Uh,
I thought about just stopping and picking up a carton of eggs.
and just watching Tim devour them raw.
It's another descent into Avernus. Which you would think would be a black card, but it is a red card because it goes. So,
No, it's chaos. Avernus is more demons and stuff.
Oh, that's fair, I guess. It's
And-
not the Abyss.
Yeah, and if you notice in Magic, a lot of the it's devils. Avernus is devils and stuff, and devils seem to be red, whereas I guess there are some black devils. But yeah. This person makes rabbits.
I just got a token.
Well, good. Deals combat damage to a player. For each token you control, create a 1/1 rabbit.
I don't know if this counts, but I think this goes in the baby animal deck. Baby frog, but he's got chubby cheeks.
I got an Illithid Harvester,
Ooh,
who's a horror, not an Illithid.
okay.
When he's in the battlefield, well, he has an adventure thing too. Plant tadpoles. I'm not gonna read that. I'm reading it. I'm not lying. I'm actually tap X creatures. They don't untap until their controllers make the tap phase. When he enters the battlefield, turn any number of target tapped non-token creatures face down, and they're 2/2s. Ooh, that's rough. That handles commanders.
So open to God.
Another shameless charlatan. That's a sweet one.
That's true.
Hey, Dalton, you want to open a pack?
Sure.
But this one here, Miracle, Lord of Bones.
Oh, yeah?
It is a 7 mana 7/5 legendary creature god. As long as your life total is less than or equal to half your starting life total, it's indestructible.
That lost me a game, by the way.
Oh, nice. This one also seems to have a print error in 2 spots.
So this is Dalton. He's opening pack because he's here.
And a dungeon.
We only care, for the most part. You're only going to care about the
Cards in there.
cards matter being the end.
Yes.
Just here's the order that they're in.
Also, another Robe of the Magi.
Yeah, I haven't opened any. You've opened all of those. So we got lands over there, uncommons. You just go through until you get to your uncommons, and we'll help you out.
Cool.
So it's going to be artifact white, blue, black, red, green, and when you get the uncommons, it'll be the same only uncommon, and then the rares are going to go over here. So if you see something cool, though, we just want to know it's cool, and we want other people to.
It'd be real awkward is if you opened a legendary or an Elder Dragon and a Boo.
That's why I gave it down with one of my packs.
And then
so Dalton's pulling for me.
What?
Yeah, man, came out of one of my packs.
Pulling for yourself. Pulling for himself.
Nope, it's pulling for me.
Another combatant has entered the fray.
Barroom Brawl. Target creature fights target creature and opponent to your left controls.
Okay.
Then that player may copy this spell and choose new target. So you just keep punching people to the left. I love it, actually. I didn't, and then all of a sudden, I had a moment of thinking it was dumb. Then I had a moment of thinking that's an awesome card, and I wanted it. So we got some.
So it's a rare land, Reflecting Pool.
There we go.
That was Dalton's. That it? One rare?
I think so.
What an underachiever.
Well, for that, you have to carry this the rest of your life.
What a shame.
Not the rest of the day.
Sure.
Forever. Just put it in your wallet.
Which could be the rest of the day. You never know.
I mean,
It's crazy times.
right. We're in the 2020 decade. Like anything can happen.
Do you think this is the darkest time? It's definitely not, right?
I mean, why not?
Well, things could have gone worse earlier in history.
So there's a new. So I follow a lot of like stupid stuff.
Okay.
I have to point that out before I finish this conversation, right? I didn't see this Nothic. When you attack, roll a dice, you do things. None of them. And now I'm ahead by 2 packs.
All right. So we're going in.
All right. So anyone who's watching, let us know what you think the most rare token of all time is. And if anyone questions your thing,
Without looking it up. Like,
destroy them.
just off the top of your head, how you feel about it?
Ooh, I think I got a good promo. Not an ancient dragon, not a boo token. Wouldn't it be funny if we pulled a boo token as a promo card?
So on multiple occasions during our pre-release,
There was mistakes.
there were mistakes. There were multiple.
Foil rare land.
Ayo. I mean, it's not as cool as this Volo that I got. I don't know why I'm showing you because I never recorded any of those other things.
Yeah, so we're not morning people, and we decided to like.
It's okay. The editor will put in the extra effort, as little as it is, and show some of the cards on screen because we mentioned a bunch of them. The internet's a thing, and it's fine. So Volo. What is an itinerant scholar?
An itinerant scholar is somebody who makes notes and lists, and is and researches things, and is a scholar.
Okay.
So not only does he research and do things, but he writes lists, aka an itinerary.
That's fair. Now, would you say that when Volo enters the battlefield, create Volo's Journal, a legendary colorless artifact token with hexproof, and whenever you cast a creature spell, note one of its creature types that hasn't been noted for this artifact? That feels flavorful, right?
Yeah, it's
Sounds like a lot of paperwork.
It's flavorful. I'm just never gonna do it.
However, you pay 2, tap, and draw a card for each creature type noted from target permanent you control named Volo's Journal. You can also choose a background for this character.
Yeah, I was drafting and I'm like, oh, rare, I should read it. Then I looked at it and I'm like, no, I shouldn't.
Another foil arcane signal. That's pretty good. And Traverse the Outlands.
Yeah, that's a great card.
5 mana sorcery. Search your library for X, up to X basic land cards, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Put those cards on the battlefield. Tap, shot. And Dragon Token.
So until the end of the turn, creatures you control have a base power of +X+X, where X is the number of cards you own in exile in your graveyard that are instants and sorceries and or on adventures. So if you've been exiling your thing, your stuff, you have something to do with it. Did we come across this shattered one guy? Oh yeah, John. I got the Altar for him.
Oh.
You mentioned John.
I did.
Scion of Hallister? That's just common. Just is in a weird spot. Oh, this was a 3 rare pack though, which is.
Another Influid Harvester.
I got a Rover the Archmage.
Oh, another one.
Hey, that's the first one I pulled. I got a foil Kindred Discovery.
It's one of the better reprints in the set.
I'd rather get it in the foil slot because it's like I just don't want it as my rare. I don't know why. I'm not feeling the card. Some cards I'm like, oh, I like this card. Some cards I'm like, oh, I would like this in a common or uncommon slot. But sometimes they don't agree with me.
My promo is Traverse the Outlands.
That's cool. I love Traverse the Outlands. I wasn't actually, I think I've overlooked it always until recently. And I was building my, ooh, there's a snake dragon. The Dread Lunar. Oh, yeah. Yeah, when I made my Christmas deck this year, I'm all like, Traverse the Outlands, what the hell is this? And I read it, and I'm like, what? Now it goes in every green deck. Because I'm a believer in green stomp.
Yes.
I kind of want a ban on all Eldrazi because they made me, they kind of took the place of green stomp.
Oh, I thought I said because you lost the game once.
No. I just...
You got a young blue dragon?
Yeah. Go ahead. Pull a mythic. Scrub.
And a Call to the Void.
Reflecting Pool.
Nice.
Up. Best card in every set. Evolving Wilds.
What? Is it the first Evolving Wilds?
No, but it's the first foil one.
No,
No, I put one in there.
did you?
Yep.
Did I? Okay, one in there.
What a broken card, right? Evolving Wilds, and they put it in every set.
Okay, to be fair,
To be fair.
that's the second Evolving Wilds.
I know, I pulled them both.
Man, we should have done Evolving Wilds with it.
Nobody would ever think to do that.
Competition game.
And it's just so much better than Terramorphic Expanse, right? Why did they ever print that card?
In terms of its name, or
I don't know. Isn't it just a better card?
the same card?
Why? What? They would print the same card as another card and put it in every set.
That's crazy, right?
Oh, that can't be it. Wizards, I know you're watching this.
Yes, they watch everything.
Especially
Burnish Chart and an Arcane Signet in the same pack.
nice. We're gonna need some explanation on why we're seeing so many Evolving Wilds and not very many Terramorphic Expanses, even though
Right. Another Ascendant Avernus.
Taunting Kobold.
What's your stance on Avernus?
I played so I was in Adventure League playing that season, and everybody got bored with it. It just, hey man.
Oh, more of my question was Avernus versus Avernus.
Oh.
Because I've heard it pronounced both ways.
I think it's. So, avernus is one of the sins, right?
Believe.
It is to.
Like 7 deadly sins?
Yeah. Avernus is another word for greed.
Oh, it doesn't know the word for greed, yeah.
Right. Which is. It's actually.
I also gotta love your sweet. You're right.
It actually was referred to as avernus before greed.
Oh, sure. But
Yeah, so I'm going to say avernus. I got this human. So, Jahara, friend of the forest?
Friend of the forest, you say?
So, you go and you get Jahara, friend of the forest. And you throw him in your deck of bootlegger stash.
Okay.
And then you tap all your land, even if it's just a mono green deck.
Right.
So you tap all your land and create treasure tokens that you no longer have to sack, and now they all just tap for green, and every round you double your mana. Does that seem necessary to you?
It seems good. Another one of these 5 mana counter spells.
Well, we're not counting your Earthquake Dragon, because I also got it. Oh! Got a goat.
Got a boot.
This is a lot of pre-release games.
Oh, here's the other version of Decanter of Endless Water.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's also a fish, but it's just spilling water out everywhere.
Yeah. Is anyone making a fish deck? Like, not merfolk,
I hope.
but like, there's these fish tokens.
Oh, the unblockable ones.
Someone's wife wanted to make a fish deck.
That makes sense.
Right. It's always someone who doesn't play that's like,
Goofy deck that fucking weird and stupid. Sculpted Sunburst? Alright. And the Ox.
oh man, did I get it? Did I get it? Ah, not quite there. I thought I got a pre-release pack or promo pack or whatever, Ancient Copy Dragon. But instead, it was just this other awesome dragon, the Wrathful Red Dragon. Whenever a dragon you control is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any target that isn't.
Okay, in that case, let's Gory on the Wise.
Alright,
He's pretty good.
So we're back.
Ho! Maybe I'm in the clear with my Ancient Gold Dragon.
Oh, so Ancient Gold Dragon is one I was talking about. I actually think that's the sleeper of the Ancient Dragons because think about that with Scourge of Valkalis.
Yeah.
You play Scourge of Valkalis, a single attack with that, on average, ends the game. Because on average you get 10.5 dragons that each deal 12 damage.
Right.
And you're like, oh, I'm gonna go deal, 120 damage.
Pretty good.
That's just the average. I'm gonna go deal 120 damage.
Oh, I got another god.
I can split it amongst 12 things.
Man, we should have done a gods thing. I'd be crushing that.
By 2. Yeah. Well, we didn't.
Another Elder Brain.
You're already beating me because of this boo situation.
And a sharpshooter up. Alright.
I need to draw a boo. Oh, I got a cool looking. I think I got a demon that I liked at first, and then
Oh.
I lost interest in how it looked.
You got like 4 arms.
Yeah.
All these dice are D20s, by the way.
Yeah, they're actual D20s.
Yeah.
Flooding the market, man.
Right.
And you need to have a randomized D20 for the set because of how these ancient dragons work and stuff like that.
You know what's interesting is we've gotten very few lands, but they've all been promos so far.
I didn't pull any in the draft.
Interesting.
Maybe they just aren't putting lands in.
I mean, we got reflecting pools, but not.
Right, but not they're not. Oh no, there is basic lands in the set because they have the quotes on them.
Yes. Good deal.
We're in a rush. Gotta slow you down.
That's why your head on packs. If you have a picture.
I fixed a couple of yours.
Oh, what you talking about?
Baldur and Bro. So to my left is this light. Every time you play Baldur and Bro, you just swing on someone.
I got the face card.
Yeah.
Lazel?
Oh,
Lazy?
broke a head. Ancient Copper Dragon. And that's the big one that everyone's talking about. But I don't think it's the best one.
Which is funny because I just opened a Wrathful Red Dragon.
I pulled one of those earlier. Get good.
Another one.
The weird thing is we're only tied, and I pulled 3 of the Ancient Dragons. But you know how many Boo tokens I pulled? Not one. Which means that the Boo tokens may be slightly more common than any individual Ancient Dragon. Amethyst Dragon, you're not ancient. Oh, this is the guy who copies dragons. This is the new Dragon Commander.
Oh, nice. That's all right.
It is. Criminal past. We don't
Yeah.
talk about it. Got there. I gotta pull.
Another Tomb of Horrors adventure.
I'm actually hoping to pull a Boo and not an Ancient Dragon, even though that's like.
Oh, that's a dope construct.
Yeah.
Is that the only one we've seen? Rarer than Boo's?
Maybe. I don't know. But Boo was also a rare one in the last set. So.
Currently rarer than Boo's.
And so Boo was a rare one in the last set, and you can use this one for both things. Oop, got another land. I mean, that's like, anything you get one of these lands, that's a good pull.
There's all fun. Well, not for drafting, but
Oh, yeah, but I'm saying when you pull it, that's a good pull.
fair.
You got like a wall of comments.
Bag of
here.
holding.
I'm feeling like
That's the
you're
only bag of holding.
right, and we only pulled 1 monster manual. Like I said, 3 boxes. I pulled 1 monster manual.
Oh, Basilisk Collar. That's the first one.
That's a good one in it too.
Solid reprint.
So in the set boosters, I've heard of people pulling as many as 3 Ancient Copper Dragons in a single box. I pulled 1 in 3 boxes, so
Alright. So, unfortunately, unless you pull a thing right now,
we're tied.
we're tied.
Which is, yeah. I don't. Council of 4. It's kind of a cool card. If you
it
like.
is. I'll read it out. It's a kind of an annoying card. So it's a 5-mana 0/8 human noble. Whenever a player draws their second card during their turn, you draw a card. Whenever a player casts their second spell during their turn, you create a 2/2 white knight creature token.
I want to put this little spider beast thing in the baby animal deck. I don't know why. I just feel like he's cute.
I mean, it's a spider beast.
That's like pug cute though. Right? Like right? Like
Right.
deformed.
Little misshapen.
Like only cute because we feel sorry for what we did to their species.
It is our fault.
Like, dude, but you know what really took a turn? The English Bulldog. Remember when the English Bulldog was like this proud-looking dog, and now they're just like, kill me?
Because they have debilitating genetic
Yeah, they're just
deformities and stuff.
they're just falling apart. Thanks, dog breeders.
I'm gonna.
Another Ravenloft Adventurer. Ooh, this is their first Fairy Dragon token. That was kind of cool. So that's a cute token. Last pack. Are we ending in a tie? Alright. Things that we've come across many times before. More things. We're just going into hyperspeed mode because we crossed that the hour threshold.
Yeah. Well, we might break this into 2 parts. We'll see.
Where we tie, or is that your goal?
Maybe.
Like, yeah, I'll just cut out after I. I got. I don't even know what the thing is. Nope, we're gonna tie. But I did get Baba Lazga the Night Witch.
Nice.
That's kind of cool. In foil alt art with the shiny background.
Nice.
And then I got a card with a lot of text called Fraying Lines. When Fraying Lines enters the battlefield, put a rope counter on target creature you control. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player may pay 2 mana. If they do, they can put a rope counter on target creature they control. Otherwise, exile Fraying Lines, and each creature without rope counters on it. Oh. Exit Fraying Lines and each creature without rope counters on it. I was expecting there to be something. Then remove all rope counters from all creatures.
Right. So we're climbing. Stuff is going south. I gotta cut the rope.
Like, why doesn't it say non-flying creatures? Alright, anyhow. Thanks for watching. And just let you guys, remind everyone, we do have a giveaway going on when we hit 100 subscribers. It's going to be a Commander deck giveaway where you're going to have to like, subscribe,
Leave a comment.
and leave a comment. And it'll be the first Commander video we do after we hit 100 subscribers. And someone will win a $100 Commander deck made by me. So cool. So we tied our Ancient Dragon and Boo competition. Tim pulled 1 Ancient Dragon,
Just the one.
and I pulled no Boos.
It's a real weird situation.
And we got no copies of Ancient Dragons, nor did we pull them all.
Correct.
So,
Real weird situation.
Ancient Dragons, man, and Boos. Thanks for chiming in, and have a good day.